So hey guys, and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing another Planet Coaster episode. So in this episode I'm going to be building a roller coaster, more about that in a second. Let's talk about this theming element that I've put in the middle. So as I mentioned in my last episode, this roller coaster, this little Pinfari type roller coaster, was going to be themed to a dragon that's taken over the cathedral. I am happy to announce that the name of this roller coaster is going to be Dragon's Revenge. As you can see, I've just set this to nighttime mode, just here guys, just so I can show you the lighting that I've put in off camera. Of course, that turret in the middle of that theming element, that turret in the middle of Dragon's Revenge is lit up as well. You'll see more of that in a second. So here guys, what I'm doing is I'm building the path over to the brand new roller coaster that we're building in this park. This roller coaster is a Mack Mega Launch, and the actual coaster design itself is part of the Planet Coaster DLC. I purchased the DLC specifically for this video so that I could have the Mack Mega Launch coaster available to me, as I really wanted one of these in the park. I was going to build a B&M wing coaster for this, but in the end I decided it wasn't quite right. I wanted something that was going to be a bit more compact than the B&M wing coaster, and I wanted something with a little more, how do you put it, a little more elegance, I guess, and that's something that I feel like you get with a Mack Mega Launch. I make this roller coaster not too quick, not too thrilling. This roller coaster is really designed for families. It's designed to be ridden by families, and you know, people of all ages really. And that's really what I was going for with this. It ended up having an Immelman and a corkscrew. Again, you'll see that very soon. In Planet Coaster, I'm a big fan of just having a singular drop when the roller coaster starts. You'll see that in a second. I make the roller coaster drop out of the station. I do use LSM launchers on this coaster. There are two of them. The reason I use LSM launchers is because I didn't really want a lift hill on this coaster. I don't feel like Mack Mega Launch coasters, or Mack coasters in general, look very good when they have chain lifts. It's all about the launch really for me with Mack coasters, so that's the reason that I chose that. In a way, Mack have really sort of taken on the LSM thing, really made it their own. And you know, I really tried to capture that with this coaster as well. So here you can see that I'm fitting in the first launch. I do set this roller coaster, the launch on this roller coaster, to 55 miles per hour. Again, I didn't want anything too fast, but I didn't want anything too slow and too boring. And I felt like I really set a good sort of boundary with this coaster. I didn't want to make the launch too long either, because I didn't want to make it too boring as well. But I felt like that launch is a great, you're on that launch for a great amount of time. Not too long, but again, not too short either. So what I'm going to do guys is I'm going to leave you with some sped up footage, just so you guys can see me building this roller coaster, and I'll come back at certain points of me building the coaster, and I'll talk about it more. So I'll see you guys after this. So guys, here you can see me starting to put in the second launch. I kind of wanted to get this parallel to the other launch. I felt like, say if you had one coaster coming one way and one coaster coming the other way, the interaction between those two coasters on those launches would look fantastic. I didn't actually get the roller coasters functioning or running this way in this video, but that's something that I'm going to play about with. I'm really going to try and to make the interaction between these two trains that I put on the coasters eventually something great and something really good looking. So I want to talk a second about the theme for this roller coaster. So the theme for this roller coaster is you're in this fantasy village and there is this raven that terrorizes this village, and it really strikes fear in the heart of these villagers. So I'm looking for a Raven-y type name, something like Raven's Revenge or the Raven Attack or something like that. So again, I'm opening this up to you guys. What would you like this roller coaster to be called? Again, so long as the names are sensible, I'm more than happy to take any suggestion that you guys have. So I'm trying to build this Immelman now. I do play about with this a lot. I don't get it quite right a lot of the time. So I don't get the banking right, and you know, I don't really get the turning right. So I really try to make this look good. Again, I do use the smoothing tool later on off camera. And I'm actually going to give you guys a POV of this roller coaster at the end of the video, so do stick around for that. But yeah, the POV at the end just shows you the roller coaster when it's all smoothed out, when the colour of the track has changed, because guys, I'm going for like a sort of black aesthetic with this, so the track's going to be black. The middle of the track is going to be like greyish, and the trains are going to be very dark as well. Just because I want this to be a dark theme. As I said in my roller coaster top 10 video, I like dark themes on roller coasters, especially semi-thrilling coasters like this one. So yeah, I really try to capture that in the theme that I'm going for. I don't put any theming on the coaster in this video, unfortunately. I'm going to save that till next video, and we're going to really start to build the area around this coaster, put in a few flat rides, and just make things look a bit more complete. So here guys, you can see me just dipping the track down. I try to avoid the station as much as possible because I want the train to be able to go back into the station at the end, so I was very careful about that. This last bit isn't too long, I guess. I really tried to keep this track layout realistic, something that could be done in real life, and something that people would enjoy. That's one thing I tried to do with Planet Coaster. I tried to really keep things realistic because I like the realism that game has, and when you play to its realism, you can make some great looking coasters, some great looking buildings, and some very pretty looking parks. And again, like I said at the start of this series, this is my fantasy park. So what you're seeing at the moment is really what I would have in a dream park. So here guys, you can see me trying to put in that corkscrew element. I do play about with this a bit because I really wanted it to interact with that helix, and in the end I got it to interact with that helix perfectly. The track leading up to the helix did look a bit wonky and a bit unrealistic and a bit boring, so what I did off camera was I just changed that slightly, used the smoothing tool, and I really got that track looking nice in my opinion. And again, that's something you will see in the POV in a bit. So guys, I'm going to leave you with this a little bit of sped up footage, and then I'll come back afterwards. So here, I'm trying to finish off this coaster. I'm trying to finish it off in a realistic way, and I'm trying to make it smooth at the end. I didn't realise that the coaster was going so slow at the end, so I end up putting these magnetic brakes in, and I end up slowing the coaster down to 5 miles per hour. That was really overkill for what the coaster needed. It didn't need that, so I do go back and just slow the coaster down to 10 miles per hour instead, just to make it slowly glide into the station. And I did get that in the end. So as I mentioned, there are 2 trains on this roller coaster with 6 rows. I felt like that was a good sweet spot, good throughput, as Mack Mega Launch coasters always have. They always have that good throughput, especially at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Icon, you know, the queue, as I said in my review, never exceeded 15 minutes from mine and Joe Oakley Dokley's experience. So yeah, I kind of wanted this coaster to be the same. As you can see, I'm just looking at a few elements, just making sure that things are nice and smooth for riders, and just making sure that things look right. I'm actually really proud of that Immelman loop. I felt like I really did nail that loop perfectly. This actually, the bit that you're looking at now, this is a bit that I off camera smooth a lot, just because I just felt like it looked a bit wonky, and it wasn't up to my standards, so I really tried to make it look good. So guys, this is the moment that you've all been waiting for. I'm going to cut the footage here, and I'm going to show you the POV of this roller coaster. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do click that like button below. It really helps me out, and it lets me know that you've liked the video and that I need to make more of these. Also, click that subscribe button and make sure that you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a single video. And remember to comment down below and let me know what this roller coaster is going to be called. So as I say guys, I've been Ryan from iCoaster. Enjoy this POV. Goodbye.